Hello. We are now entering the third compact lecture on traditional forms of instruction versus online collaborative learning. This time, we'll talk about learning and learning goals. Learning in the globalized information age. Aims and objectives are absolutely decisive. You probably have heard about the fairy tale Alice in Wonderland. She walks around in a strange land and asks the cat in the tree where to go. The cat asks, "Where do you want to go?" And Alice says, "I don't know." The cat says, "Any road will take you there." We don't want to be Alice in Wonderland. We want to know where to go. So we need clear learning goals. The student should be able to answer questions like, what's in it for me? What should I be doing? Why am I doing this? And when is it due? Without clear answers to such questions, the student will tend to flounder around, spending much time on getting organized. Let's have a look at the traditional. The traditional is it's teacher-focused. The individuals study by themselves, for themselves. There is a competition for grades, the bell curve. Very few have top grades, most have the medium, the grade C. You're supposed to learn and reproduce the correct answers, and usually there is only one correct answer. You go in for the strategic learning. How can I do best on the exam? Everything else is not really of importance. It's a fixed, static, centralized curriculum. The end of grade exam is the all-important thing. Now, if we want to transform from the traditional and over to the new constructivist way of thinking, learning focused. It's rich learning environments where you are supposed to learn for the sake of learning to solve problems, not for the exam, at least not so much. It's more collaborative. Your peers are not competitors. And you get a grade according to goal achievement, not how others are doing. We are asking for lines of reasoning. We are asking for insight and understanding. It's much more problem-based learning, PBL, problem-based learning. We go into cases, we try to contextualize what you're supposed to learn, and you have hand-ins throughout the course, not just the exam. And that means you have certain skills to develop. Information literacy, we have mentioned this before, the skill to search, assess, assemble, reflect on, and use information for problem solving and decision making. That's information literacy. You have to learn that. You need to reflect on your studies. Encourage high-level reflective thinking through asynchronous threaded discussions. Now we're online, isn't it? For deeper understanding and equal opportunity. You need to build your ICT skill. You need to be able to handle a computer. And we are now in a global age. You need the skills of intercultural communication and be able to collaborate in global networks. This is necessary if you want a career in the information age. And it is not as it used to be. People had their master's degree or PhD, and they didn't have to learn anything more. People could say, I have my master's. What's the point of doing anything more? But you have to be aware of that what you learned last year might not be current knowledge today. So you need currency, keep up to date. The only constant is change, like it or not. You are expected to take initiative, be proactive. In a virtual classroom, it's online. It is global. And here, in the virtual classroom, you collaborate, interacting peers, in plenary and in groups. You will have trained tutors working from any continent. You can have tutors sitting in Africa or in Asia, even if you study in Norway. You will find that there are varied learning resources. And you have a study guide with content, learning activities, and time frame. You have to learn how to manage your own time. You have quizzes and exams, and a dynamic and flexible learning adapted for change. Learning is, in this context, defined as increased participation. It is a collective activity. It increases with appropriate activity. And through trying out, make mistakes, and correct them together, you are entering a new era. When I grew up in my school, if you said something wrong, if you make a mistake, the teacher would scold you and your peers would laugh at you. This is no longer how we do it. Through engaging in learning, elaborate on content, hypothesize, speculate, solve problems, express and negotiate, meaning there is a reciprocal questioning and, oh, there is a mistake, great. What can we learn from that? Then you're learning. You need formative feedback from your tutors and peers constantly. And reflect. Reflect on what you have done. Reflect on the feedback you get. Can you improve in any way? So in a community of practice, you will collaborate, you will design things, and you can sit anywhere in the world. Look at this group. They are working together on computers, and tomorrow they can be in different places as long as they are on the internet, and they still can work together the same way. So in the modern times, that means in the globalized information age, you focus on globalized, multicultural, collaborative, lifelong learning in international educational network.